Yeah, what up? We back for another edition of CT's RPT, Real Prison Talk with Wes. Now, I always been a nigga that keep an ear to the streets. And shout out to my cousin Jack because he always was a nigga that when I was in the streets, he was always in the field with me. So whatever I was doing, he was always like, alright, fuck it, that's what it is. I'm gonna put my work in. And we all know I'm in a halfway house, so my movement is limited like a motherfucker. But he in the streets. So he out there pushing my shit to motherfuckers. And he bringing back what the people were saying. And I hear y'all, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas out there saying, yo, West, niggas ain't gonna wanna hear that prison shit. And my thing is, if we don't bring light to where it's dark at, for a lot of my niggas that's up there doing these life bids, who will? And these niggas know that. A lot of these niggas been to prison before. They been there before. So it's like, what is it? Since you gone and you left, fuck the rest of them niggas. It's niggas that's in there that ain't coming home. Fuck them niggas. Fucked up because that could be you. Especially when you still in the streets playing. You wouldn't want a nigga saying fuck you just because he not in that situation. Heard the good brother call yesterday. We did the show yesterday. My boy Earl, man, they got 46 fucking years. Since the over four and a half decades. Been down over 2 decades of that. And the man said he ain't spoke to a family member in about 19 years. No sooner than an hour after I did the show, when I put that shit up, about an hour later, no sooner than an hour, I got responses from two of his family members. Not one, but two. On both my social medias. One was in my DM on Instagram that I keep plugging. WES.SMITH.129. And one was on my Facebook Messenger. And we bridging that gap right now. We bridging that relationship right now. That was dope. That was the results that I do this shit for. Got a lot of good feedback on yesterday's show, man. A lot of niggas was feeling that show. And due to popular demand, we gotta do a part 2 to that shit. Cause it's a lot of niggas out there that want to hear Earl's story. And I'm sure Earl got a lot to say. And he ain't the only one. I got a lot of niggas in there. I got a nigga in there, my nigga Bezel. Shout out to my nigga Bezel. I know Bezel got a story that the people want to hear. I done been in gang block with Bezel all 3 times that I was affiliated. When I turn around, his big ass is there right with me. I done been in population with Bezel. Stand up dude, you know what I mean? When it's time to put it down, he never fail. He gonna put it down and do what he's supposed to do. I done been in the streets with Bezel. Before he did the crazy shit he did to get locked up, you know what I mean? And I understand he did what he had to do. But I know he got a story to tell. And it's just a matter of when he call, like when these niggas call, I just gotta make sure I line the calls up with the show. Same thing for Earl. I gotta get Earl back on the show, man. Next time he call, I gotta make sure to get him back on the show. I want the people to know that the shit that go on in there is real life shit. This ain't no movie. This is these niggas' lives. Shit, this was my life. I'm all institutionalized and shit now because I had to adapt to the environment that I was forced to live in for the past couple years. Fucking judge sentenced me to 12 years in jail. with 8 years of special parole to follow. That's a 20-year sentence in which the majority of the sentence is jail time. For what? 123 grams of crack and 2 guns? And not to mention, it's not like they caught me walking around in the street menacing society with all these drugs on me and these 2 guns on me. When they kicked in the door to my spot, this is what I had in the spot. This is what I had in my house. But they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All they care about is that they got the opportunity to get another black motherfucker off the streets. So let's see if we could put them away for as long as possible. And I guess that's their job, you know what I mean? And I knew that going in, so I ain't even gonna sit here and act like I'm mad at them. That's their job. Just like my job is to get the fuck out of there as fast as possible. So when I get up in there, shit, on day one, I'm looking for the motherfucking way out. Because this is the thing. You got street niggas, you got jail niggas, and you got niggas like me that's just adaptable niggas. So for the street niggas and the adaptable niggas, when we get in the system, we like, shit, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Now, for the jail niggas, the majority of them niggas at least, they comfortable living there because a lot of them niggas ain't have shit going on the outside anyway. Niggas might be fiends and shit like that, and they come to prison, do their little push-ups, get big, then they want to walk around and try to throw their weight around to niggas that don't know no better, or either that's going for that shit. A lot of niggas ain't going for that shit. I know, fuck all that. I wasn't going for that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So you got some niggas that's jail niggas that just got some fucked up luck. And they been coming back and forth to prison for so long that this shit ain't about nothing to them anymore. So for a nigga like me, that's a street nigga that's just adaptable, I come in this shit and I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. But while I'm here, I'm gonna be comfortable. And if I'm not comfortable, then ain't nobody gonna be comfortable. That's just the way it is, you know what I mean? That's when I go to any motherfucking jail, that's the way it is. So this prison shit is so crazy because if you ain't a strong-minded person, this shit'll break you. You can literally self-destruct in this shit. On some real shit, my first bid, I was so weak-minded that I got in so much bullshit because I allowed my emotions to control my movements. I allowed my emotions to control my actions, which was some little kid shit, you know what I mean? Little kids act out when they don't get their way or when their feelings are hurt. I had already grew up physically in the streets, but I had to grow up mentally in prison. It was to the point where my niggas knew that if I got a bad phone call or a bad piece of mail, niggas was liable to go to the box that day. Weak nigga shit. But I learned, I learned the hard way. But I learned because that's what prison does. It gives you the opportunity to learn. It gives you the opportunity to work on yourself because you ain't got none of the excuses that people in the world got. Like, you ain't got the time, or you gotta fucking go to work, or you got bills, or you got kids. Actually, you got nothing but time. So you could educate yourself, you could strengthen your body, you could take the time to learn about yourself and figure out what your weaknesses is so that you could work on them. So that a smart nigga, by the time you finish this time and you get out of there, you should be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. Because all the bullshit that they put us through in there just made me stronger. And that's why little bullshit that I go through now don't really be phasing me. Like it be doing a lot of these niggas. So I'm gonna continue pushing and doing what I do because failure is not an option for me. I don't washed up enough time in prison. I'm like in the fourth quarter with 1 minute on the clock. And the ball is in my court. Now what I do with it is on me. I could either run out of bounds and turn the shit over, or I could take the shot. All my niggas that know me know I always been a shooter. So help me out. Do the right thing, man. Help me out by hitting that little subscribe button, man. Do the right thing. Follow me on Instagram, wes.smith.129. That's wes.smith.129. Peace.